Okay, so hey, we are to game 4 of Mets Orioles. Hope everybody had a great Christmas day. Tenacious Earl here with the TBL version 2.0 playoffs. We are getting along here, and this could be a clincher for the Mets if they continue what they've done versus the Orioles. The Orioles looking to try and stave off elimination. It has been a rough go for them, to say the least. Just one moment as I get my dice out. I hadn't even done that yet because I was busy trying to get prepared and ready to go. And now I have my dice out of the container, and now we are ready to take a look at the playoff bracket. So 3-0 to the Mets currently. And as we saw on Christmas Day, what a video I released, apologies in that video for not mentioning it was Christmas Day, but that hopefully doesn't dim any of all. I mean, all of you probably were pretty busy on Christmas Day, although maybe not as busy as in past years with a lot of the necessity to stay home and try and, keep yourself and your loved ones safe. But anyway. You would have saw in that video the Blue Jays take a 2-1 series lead over the Padres. And, let's just take a look at the game log here. Not 100% centered there, but currently in this series, the Mets 4-2 in the first game, 15-5 the second, and then they beat the Orioles 9-0 in a skunk job in game 3. So that's where it stands currently. Not looking good for Baltimore. They're going to send Yovani Gallardo, who isn't exactly a stopper by any means. He's got an over 5 ERA. And then they got to face Seth Lugo, whose ERA is under 3. Yeah, so on his card. So this is a tall order. Now, the Orioles do have some bats. And that's the one thing they have going for them. Let's see what the conditions are today. 8 at Camden Yards is going to be normal conditions. So ballpark singles will be 8, 1-8. And then 1-13 for a lefty homer and a 1-10 on a righty. So Gallardo will be the first out there, and he will be facing this Mets lineup. Mostly the same. They did decide to give Granderson the day off since they have a commanding lead. Instead, they'll use Michael Conforto out there in left and move Cespedes to center. So here we go. Reyes at third base, bats first. I almost said Reyes at short, and I almost said Thor, and then I said third base finally. So Jose Reyes third base leads off. Michael Conforto in left, then Yoenis Cespedes in center. Jay Bruce, the right fielder, bats fourth. Asdrubal Cabrera, the shortstop, is next. Then James Loney at first. T.J. Rivera, second base, comes back after his Game 1 homer. He took Game 3 off. And Rene Rivera, the catcher. And finally, using pitcher's hitting card number 3, Seth Lugo. Facing Yovani Gallardo, who also gets to use pitcher's hitting card number 3. So, another one of these where we get 2 pitchers using a non-1 or 2. Here we go with Reyes. 2-7 against a righty, and he hits it out into center field. It's not quite deep enough to get past Adam Jones, and he will make the catch and put Reyes out. With 1 out, it'll be Michael Conforto. 6-10. Batting from the left, a grounder to short. J.J. Hardy back for the Orioles in this one. He is a 2, E8. 2-17, no problems getting to that. E8 and 5, it's a rare play with nobody on base. Those are usually goes off the pitcher off the mound, and that just is not that exciting. Cespedes with 2 outs, 3-7, ground ball back to Gallardo, and a 1-2-3 inning for Yovani Gallardo. That's really what the Orioles need. Just maybe some positive momentum. Maybe they can get some runs off of Lugo. Here we go to the bottom of the first. No score. Okay, so Lugo, Seth Lugo, we'll start here and he'll face this lineup. The Orioles making a couple changes in the lineup, not personnel-wise, but, well, one personnel change and then the lineup order. They're going to start Scope in the leadoff spot here today. Jonathan Scope, the second baseman, leads off. Oop. Drop the die. Shaking them around my hand, rolling them around my hand. That's not usually a good thing to do. Hyun-Soo Kim comes back into the lineup and bats second and left. Manny Machado moves back to third base and bats third. Chris Davis at first, bats fourth. Then Adam Jones in center. Mark Trumbo in right, moves down the order one. Matt Wieters catching. J.J. Hardy, the shortstop, comes back in after injury. He'll bat in the 8 hole. And number 9 will be Yovani Gallardo, again with hitting card number 3. So, this is it. Do or die time for the Orioles. And Scope leads off with a 1-9. And he strikes out to start the game. So that change didn't get anything for him at the moment. Hyun-Soo Kim, a 5-8 against a lefty. Liner, hard shot right at Cabrera, 2 outs. And now Manny Machado. 5-4 righty, that's a catcher X. So catcher is Rene Rivera, in for the injured Travis d'Arnaud. 2-10 will be a foul out with nobody on base, and a 3 with an E1 is not an error. That's it could have been on a 2 or a 3, but he's an E1, so that will be a foul out. Caught by Rivera. No score going to the second. 3 up, 3 down for both teams. It's going to be Jay Bruce starting the second. 6'6" lefty is a walk. Gonna draw a base on balls, first base runner of the game. Asdrubal Cabrera. 5-5. He's batting from the left. This could go. This would be another home run, his third. He had 2 in the last game. A 1-10 would be a 2-run shot, and they would take an early 2-0 lead. Otherwise, if it's a double, it's a 20. So, a double for Cabrera. Bruce will hold at third. Second and third, nobody out. They could have a chance to send him, but they're just going to hold him up. So, Loney, they're going to play with the infield back. They will exchange a run for an out here. 1-5 against a righty. That's a fly ball to left, B. So now a choice. With nobody out, we're going to go ahead and not send Bruce. That will be caught in left by Kim. 1 out. They're not going to test his arm, even though I think it is a +1. Actually, it's a +2. Maybe we should have thought about sending him. You got TJ Rivera. You have hitters coming up here that can get him home, so let's just see. 4-2 righty, grounder to first, X. Davis is a 1, so a range of 14. 1. So that will be, he gets to it, and it's second and third. So the question is, with the infield back, it probably will score. E11 and 12 is not an error. So let's take a look at the chart over here. They're not playing in, so it's a G. Oh, I need to look at this chart. G1. Runners second and third. Runners advance. So everybody advances. That will be an RBI for TJ Rivera. Run comes home for, no, it's 3-1, right? 1-0 Mets. Sorry about that. Just 100 thoughts running through my head. Now, 2 outs now. Runner at third. They could walk Rivera to get to Lugo. They will just pitch to him here. Is that a mistake? 1-4. Grounder back to the pitcher. It will not be, as Gallardo gets it to first, but they do score a run on 1 hit, and they leave that guy Cabrera at third, but they do get a run. And now the bottom of the inning, it'll be Chris Davis up against Lugo. That's a 5-9 lefty. So it's going to be a tough play for Cabrera. 3 E8, 3 and 17. He has no problem getting to it. E8 and 18, though, is going to be a one base error. So, bad luck there for the Mets. Puts Davis on. Error for Cabrera. One on, nobody out. Adam Jones, a 3-5. Fly ball to left. Underneath Conforto, he makes the grab. No advance there from Davis. Now Mark Trumbo with one on, one out. And the pitch, 2-7, just misses. But that would be a ground to third. He turns it over. It's going to go to Reyes, over to TJ Rivera, and then to first and Loney to end the inning. So 1-0 Mets, as the Orioles can't make that error pay. Okay, so Lugo will face Gallardo here. 2-7, struck him out. First strikeout for Gallardo. Jose Reyes 0 for 1 on the day. 5-6 batting from the left. He strikes out. With 2 gone, it'll be Michael Conforto, who grounded out to short in his first at bat. 6-7 lefty. That's going to be a single unless it's a 1-5. It's a 3, so it will be a double. 2-out double brings up Yoenis Cespedes with a chance to extend the lead here. Can he do it? The pitch, 1-9, struck him out. And Gallardo works through the jam there. Leaves the runner stranded. Okay, and now Wieters. Lugo has faced the minimum so far. Wieters up 4-9, batting from the left. 1-9 would be a home run to tie the ball game. It is deep. Will it go? The fans on their feet. Is it going to go? It is. That's a home run for Matt Wieters. That's his second of the series. New life for Baltimore as they tie the game 1-1 on the Wieters bomb. Now, J.J. Hardy, 1-11. Ballpark single, 1-8. It's a 10. That'll be a liner to short, 1 out on his return from injury. Gallardo at the plate. 6-6, right? Batting from the right, yes. Fly ball to left, caught by Conforto. 2 away, Jonathan Scope. 3-7, fly ball also to Conforto. He gets towards the foul line and makes the grab. But the leadoff home run in the inning ties it up for Baltimore at 1 apiece. We'll travel on to the 4th for Jay Bruce. 6-12 lefty. Needs a 1 for a single, otherwise it's a line out. And so that will be a liner to second, caught by Scope. And Bruce retired. Cabrera, 6-7, batting from the left. That's another one of these double single splits. It'll be a single. James Loney up at the plate now. 1-7, and he hits it high in the air. It's not going to get out of the infield. It will be caught by Machado. And now with 2 outs, TJ Rivera. Let's see, Cabrera. Let's see if he can steal a bag here. 7, he needed 3, so no, it's not gonna be a chance. So TJ Rivera still up, and a 1-9. That is going to be trouble. This could definitely. That's a 1-9. That could definitely break the tie here. 1-8 would be a triple, definitely would. It's a 15, so it's a double, and we're going to be sending Asdrubal Cabrera here. So, 12, we're going to add 1 because he is being held, but it's also 2 outs. So, makes it 1-11, and then it's a center field, and Jones is a 2, -2. So, that makes it down to 1-11, so a 55% chance here. They're throwing home, and at the plate, he is thrown out. So 8-6-2, and that will end the inning with that double. Unfortunately, if the D20 had come up a 9 or less, or an 8 or less, it would have been a triple and it would have been a no-brainer. But instead, we had to send him. And you know, I think the 55% chance is better than probably what would be, you know, maybe 40%. You know, that one is a 55, and it just didn't go his way. So we're going to go to the bottom of the inning, still tied at 1. So a great relay by Hardy gets Cabrera at the plate, and we go to the bottom of the 4th. Seth Lugo getting a little bit hard done here. His team has just, and so there is a single for Kim, but his team has really put it to the Orioles thus far, and now when he could use a little bit of run support, he's not getting it. So Machado at the plate, nobody out, 3-6, and that's a pop-up. It's going to be caught by Cabrera. 1 away. Chris Davis, this guy has to light it up at some point, right? 1-9, he strikes out. Reached on an error before, so he's 0 for 2 now. Now Adam Jones, 3-10, grounded to shortstop. Cabrera will pitch it underhand to T.J. Rivera. Fielder's choice ends the inning. 1-1 is your score going to the 5th. Baltimore clinging for life to this series. They feel like if they could get a win under the belt, they might be able to turn the tables here, but time is running out. They're tied 1-1, and it's 2-3 on the roll. That's going to be a strikeout for Gallardo. 4th of the ball game, 1 away. Lugo at the plate, 3-5. He grounds it out to Machado, and that'll be the 2nd out. Brings up Jose Reyes with nobody on and 2 out, and it's a 1-14 single. And there it is. It will be a single, and he's certainly going to try to get a lead here. He needs a 5 on the total. This time I'll just roll these two. Needs a 5, and he gets it. So needed a 5 or 6 actually. So 18. So we've got Wieters, who is a -2. So 18 minus 3, and then minus another 2 is going to bring it all the way down to a 1-13 chance at a stolen base. And he makes it in under the tag. And so now the runner in scoring position, 2 outs, as Conforto will continue his at-bat. So a little bit of aggressive base running, try to get ahead here. 6'5" lefty struck him out, and that is going to end the away half of the 5th. Mets pulling out all the stops, trying to get ahead here. They want to put this series away and rest up and set up their rotation for the final. Baltimore just wants to get through another game here. Put another game on the schedule tomorrow if they can do that. Trumbo, bottom of the 5th. 6-3 righty, grounder back to Lugo, 3-0, so it just has to avoid a low roll, and he does. We'll put it through here. That would just be the rare play, and it doesn't matter. So 1 out as Lugo chucks it over to Loney. Now Matt Wieters, who's already gone deep once, he tied the ball game with it. 5-8 from the left side. He hits it hard, but right at Cabrera. 2nd out, and now J.J. Hardy, 5-11 against a right-hander. Fly ball to left. It's going to test Conforto. Not the greatest range. He's a 4. 4-13. I think he will get to that. He does. It's a deep fly ball, but he is able to get underneath it. And then with the E7 and a 10, he does make the catch. And that will retire the side. So a 1-2-3 inning for Lugo. That's his inning of weakness, and he did just fine. So we will keep going. 6th inning. A lot of drama here. It's definitely a playoff game. 1-1 is your score, even though you got Gallardo, who has had his struggles. 6-7 against a righty is going to be a single or a double. It'll be a single. Jay Bruce to the plate. Gallardo's a 5 inning, so that he is past his inning of weakness here, 6-5. That's going to be a ground ball to short, and it's going to end up being, or wait, it's going to be a strikeout, my bad. Left side of the card, Earl. Get it right. 1 out, not going to be a double play. So, Asdrubal Cabrera, 3-7, and that is going to be a single. And Cespedes is going to try to take third, and they're going to let him get it. They're going to throw it into second base. So they're going to have to play with the infield corners in here with 1 out for James Loney at the plate. Gallardo is 1 batter away from being tired. And they're going to get Donnie Hart and Brad Brock warming up here as a couple of options out of the bullpen. So the infield corners in. James Loney at the plate. And here's the pitch. 2-6 against a righty. Liner, hard shot right at second base. Caught by Scope. Now with 2 outs, he sees his way out of the inning if he can get by TJ Rivera here. 2 away. Here's the pitch, the infield playing back. 3-9. Grounder to second. Scope comes up with it. He throws to Davis. And that is the end of the top of the 6th as the rally goes cold. After they get first and third with 1 out, we're going to go to the bottom of the 6th. And it is 1-1. And the Orioles are going to pull Gallardo after this inning. He is at 25 batters faced and probably at around 95 pitches, maybe a little more than that. He's had 1 walk, so not too many walks, but they're going to pinch hit with Michael Bourne. Face Lugo. Lugo has been going strong here, so just going to hang in here. Try to get him through the 6th. 1-9. Fly ball to left. It's going to be caught by Conforto, and Bourne is retired. Scope 1-8. That's a single. It's going to get through the hole. So Hyun-Soo Kim. 6-8 against a lefty is a walk. Brings up Manny Machado. 2 on. Oh, and a potential wild pitch. 1-3. Nope, no wild pitch. The Mets are going to have to start thinking about bullpen action because he is almost tired here. 1 more guy gets on because of a hit or walk. Machado, 1-10. That's a fly ball to center field. It'll be caught by Cespedes. The runners will retreat. That's 2 outs. And now Chris Davis. And, man, what do you do here? You're going to just pitch to Davis here. You could turn him. You could hit him with a lefty, but 2 outs. 1-10 again. That's a walk. That brings up Adam Jones. 2 outs. Oh, and there's a 2, so it's going to be past ball check. The bases are loaded, so this would be an issue. Oh, and Lugo's tired, so we're going to make a pitching change now. We will be back right after. So they brought in Jim Henderson. They're going to try, and he would just be in here for 1 out. And it's just to get Jones. Can he get Jones out here? With Lugo tired. Here is Jones facing Henderson. Bases loaded. 2 outs. The pitch. 2-7. A 1-16 would give them the lead. Otherwise, it'll be a line out. And it will be a single. So, in comes Scope. To third goes Kim. And it's 2-1. On the and Davis goes to second. On the RBI single from Adam Jones, And life for the Orioles. And that brings up Mark Trumbo. Here we go for Trumbo against Henderson. And I missed, so I'm going to re-roll. Two, 7, a ground to third base, and that will be the end of the inning. So 1 run, 2-1, and the one I missed would have not been good probably for the Mets. So it's probably a good thing that I acknowledge that the roll was a faulty roll. So Gallardo got through his last inning there. So he went, 6 innings, and now they're going to go to the bullpen. Now they have the lead. Gallardo with a chance to win this game. They will call on... They're going to first call on Mike. They'll call Brad Brock. Let's do this. Brad Brock. Okay, so Rene Rivera, backup catcher, getting the start here with the injury. So 5-7 against a righty. He strikes him out. 1 down, Seth Lugo. It's not Seth Lugo. It's Jim Henderson, and they're going to pinch hit for him, right? Mets will have up Hansel Robles. They haven't used him much here, and they kind of need to get him in. So now they just have to find... They're going to figure out who they're going to send up to hit. It'll be Curtis Granderson. Okay. 1 out in the 7th. Curtis Granderson, the pinch hitter against Brock. 3-11. Fly ball to right. It'll be caught by Trumbo. 2nd out of the inning. Now Jose Reyes, who is 1 for 3 so far. 1-6. And he hits it straight up in the air. Hardy calls everybody off. Makes the catch. A 1-2-3 inning for Brock. And the 7th inning stretch. So I mentioned previously that I was going to just talk about. My last video I was going to say what my next project would be. And it's going to be another Tenacious Baseball League, but I have a little twist to it in that this is 2 projects. I've done 270 games, and with this channel, I think a lot of times it's easy to kind of like lose touch with the project when you're playing all those games. So I'm going to pick one team when I do it, and I'm going to use History Maker Baseball. So it's going to be a Tenacious League. I'm going to sim out using Quick Play to sim out the other games. I'm going to play as one team and just see how it works out. So that's my plan. I have the teams. I don't have which team I'll use yet, but once we get through with this and get into the new year, we'll start taking a look at that. So anyway, moving on. It's the bottom of the 7th. Hansel Robles going to try and come in here and preserve this. He's had a rough year. 5-6 is a walk. And he's thinking to myself, oh my, it's starting. J.J. Hardy and a potential wild pitch, 1-8. And it's an 8. There you go. This has been his kind of year. That's what's been happening. So J.J. Hardy up. And not a good bunter, else I would consider it. 6-4 righty. Fly ball to center field. Center fielder is Cespedes. Not the day to have this come up. 4 rated. Can they get a high number here? It's an 18. That's good. So it's going to be a F2. So no advance. And then a 7 on an E7. Hopefully. And it is a play made. A 6 would have been a problem. He does make the catch. Wieters has to stay at second. 1 out. And, I haven't picked the batter yet, but we do have to roll on potential balk, and Robles doesn't have a rating, so it doesn't matter. But getting a little ahead of myself here with the runner on. Let's use Pedro Alvarez in a pinch hit roll. I think he was in the 5th. Okay, so we've already done that. Now, Alvarez against Hansel Robles. Runner at second. 6'4" lefty. Fly ball to center field again. 16. Okay, well, that's 2 good rolls for the Mets where that could have been a real issue. 13 on the E7. He makes the play, so sometimes you push the brakes. Now here's Scope. With 2 away, a single would score, possibly. 6'10" righty, catcher X. Catcher's Rivera 2. And a 6. That would be a passed ball check. As long as there's no error on the E1, and there isn't. So the passed ball check is a 1 or a 2 for Rivera. It's a 5, so it will be a... What was that? That was a pop out to end the inning. So, okay, well, Baltimore's going to go back to their bullpen. We will return in just a second. It's 2-1 Orioles on. Okay, so the relief pitcher is going to be Darren O'Day. They have Donnie Hart warming up for Jay Bruce in case, well, he's going to come to the plate because he bats third, but Conforto will bat against O'Day here because you got Cespedes sandwiched between the 2 lefties. 2-4. He draws a walk off Brock, and that brings up Cespedes. Tying run on, and a potential wild pitch. Darren O'Day doesn't have a wild pitch rating, so here we go. Cespedes. 2-7, and that is trouble. This is going to be first and third at the very least. A 1-9 gets a double. It'll be a single, but that's going to move Conforto to third. And now you're in a heap of trouble if you're the Orioles with Jay Bruce coming to the plate. They will make the move to the pen. It's going to be Donnie Hart. So, no outs for O'Day. 2 batters, no outs recorded. And now we got to look off the left side of the card for Jay Bruce. Lefty-lefty matchup, and the pitch, a 1-5, strikes out. Good. That's a good move for the Orioles right there, as on the right side it's a hit. So now here you go with Asdrubal Cabrera. Do you bring in Givens, and then you got to have him face Loney?
Here's some information.
Be quiet, Siri. I don't need your help. And the infield was going to be in there to try and actually, yeah, in, because there was no out. So here the infield would be corners in, and now we have a decision. We're going to stick with Hart. Donnie Hart, the lefty. The other thing we could have done instead of Hart is Britton and have him pitch 2 innings, but here we go with Cabrera. 2-4. Grounder to the pitcher A. Oh man, I'm gonna have to look at the rules because this is hairy. It's a pitcher A with the infield corners in. So that's a super advanced thing, and I've got to look it up here because it's a nuance that sometimes can be a little bit. Boy, where are you? Where are you? Here we go. Went corners in. First baseman, third baseman, on the ground ball to second baseman. And they don't say for the pitcher. 20.5. Always consider the pitcher to be playing in. Okay, so the pitcher is in here. So the ground ball, a first and third with infield in, 8. Batter out, runner holds. So that's a 1-3. Cespedes goes to second. Hart throws to first, and Cabrera is out on that. So 2 outs, and now James Loney at the plate, and they could pinch hit here. And they will, with Wilmer Flores. And then pinch hit in the 8th. So Loney is gone, but then that's going to necessitate a move from the Orioles. They're going to bring in Michael Givens here. So second and third. So Hart goes 2/3 of an inning. And so here we go with Flores against Givens. 2 outs. What's going to happen? Second and third. 6-7 righty is a ground ball to second base. Scope not holding a runner this time. He is a 2 E8. So as long as it's a high number, and it's a 13, now the E8 he has to avoid, and it's good. It's a 12. So that is going to be a play made. 4-3. They get out of it by the skin of their teeth, and that's a 0 for the Mets. And Flores is going to have to come in and play, so I will do the math on that and get everything figured out. As we go to the bottom of the 8th with the score 2-1 Orioles, they face first and third with nobody out and get out of it unscathed. Okay, the Mets are going to keep with Robles here. If they're going to win this series tonight, they're going to have to do it against the excellent closer for the Orioles, Zach Britton. And they'll have to do it with the bottom of the order. So, but, you know, we've seen stranger things. Home runs happen just like that. So, the Orioles would be good to try to get a run or two off of Robles here. Here is Hyun-Soo Kim. That's a 6-9. Lefty struck him out. Manny Machado, 5'10", righty. He draws a walk. Brings up Chris Davis. This guy could put something on the board here. Let's see. Been quiet, very quiet. 5'5" lefty struck him out. Now Adam Jones, who has the pivotal hit in this game, the single which scored Scope. With 2 outs, runner at first. 3-9, and he hits it on the ground to short. That'll be a 6-4 fielder's choice. And we're going to go to the top of the 9th. Zach Britton's going to come in here and try and get the Orioles a game and maybe a breath of life as they try to stay in this series. I thought it would have been closer than this, and this game has been pretty dang close. So this has been a joy to play. It's been pretty clean, a lot of strategy. Gotta love games where you have some thought processes that need to go on. And we've taken it to the hilt here, and if the Mets are to win this game, then you just got to give it to them, because the Orioles have clawed their way around to keep this a 2-1 lead, and now they're calling on their guy. And with TJ Rivera up now, he does have home run power, but Kelly Johnson does too, and they will. Let's see, Rivera. Yeah, let's hold on to Kelly Johnson. We will stick. They're going to have Johnson pinch hit for Robles. So here is TJ Rivera against Britain, even though, well, actually, I forget. I was thinking Britain. What would be? They don't really have. They have Lagares off the bench. Johnson, not the greatest of options, but he does have power against lefties, so there is a chance. So TJ Rivera, first batter against Britain, 1-5 is a single. You have to be kidding me. They're gonna get Juris Familia warming up here, because the way this season and series has gone for both the Mets and Britain and the Orioles, nothing is set in stone. Here's Rene Rivera. Man on first. Nobody out. 2-4. Draws a walk. And now here is your spot where you choose between, wrong pile, Johnson, Lagares, Deaza, and, well, Darno's hurt. We are going to go with Johnson also because, as much as a manager wouldn't necessarily know this, but they might know, Britain has a little bit of trouble against lefties. He is better against right-handed hitters, so they're going to bring in Kelly Johnson. We just had a 2 roll. You know, the way these things roll sometimes you get repeats, but let's see. First and second, nobody out. Here we go for Kelly Johnson, and his 2 column is the one you got to watch out for. 4-7 lefty, 1-5 a single. Otherwise, it's a grounder to first base that they would get Rivera at second, but not get the runner. And it's a leaner. It was going to go to 19. We're going to re-roll. It's a 20, so it will be for sure the ground ball. First base B, so that'll be a 3-6 fielder's choice. And that brings up Reyes with first and third, 1 out. Infield is in. Zach Britton and it's going to be against. He's going to bat from the right, and Britton has so much stuff on that 5 and 6 column that would just help him out. Lots of strikeouts. 3-7 is a pop-up, and it's going to go to the shortstop, and it's going to be caught by Hardy. That's the second out. Man, that 3-7 is close to 3-6 and 3-8, which are almost certainly singles. And now Conforto, and they will have to pinch hit for Conforto. And they will use Lagares here. Last-ditch effort. Final out of the game. They can play the infield back now. This is do or die. A hit ties it, and out, and it's over, and we move on to game 5. Here we go. Lagares, 2 outs. Zach Britton on the mound. The pitch, first and third. 2-6, grounder to short, and it will be a 6-4 fielder's choice to end the game as Zach Britton survives what was a big adventure for him. 2-1 is your final as the Orioles stave off elimination against a pesky Mets team. They had to pull out every stop they had. They didn't do any double switches, we'll give them that, but they had to. I mean, they are an American League team, right? So double switches shouldn't necessarily come natural to them, but man, what a game. That has to be one of the most satisfying. I mean, I honestly, hey, if the Mets had won that would have been, this team moves on, but hey, we have some more drama now. I'm going to go ahead and calculate up all of the line items here, and we will be back for the totals. 2-1, your final here from Camden Yards. Okay, back with you here from Camden Yards as the Orioles hang in there. We'll take them to game 5. We'll force Syndergaard to pitch another game, but your win here goes to Yovani Gallardo. 6 innings, he was pulled, but then his team, he was pinch hit for, but his team scored the run right after in the same inning. So he gets the win, the loss. hard luck loss to Seth Lugo, who pitched quite well. I think he only gave up 3 hits. And he did give up 2 walks in that final inning of his that pretty much proved costly on that single by Jones. If the runner Scope had not moved into position from the walks, wouldn't have scored on the single. So there's that. And then the save for Zach Britton. Not a conventional save, but save nonetheless. So your numbers: 2 for the Orioles on 4 hits, no errors, 6 left. Mets 1 run on 9 hits, 1 error committed by Asdrubal Cabrera. 10 left on base. Not their best night in clutch situations, but they still have a 3-1 lead. We will let's see, hang on here just a moment. Looking for my cursor. We will go to the screen over here and put it in our game log. Finally, the Orioles can put one in the win column for themselves, and that makes it a 3-1. So, I hope you guys have liked these videos so far. We still have more to go. We're going to get at least one more in this series. And with it being 2-1 Toronto, then you still have at least 2 more in that series. So we'll see how much further the Orioles and the Padres can make this go. So anyway, hit the like if you like this. If this is your first time seeing the video, subscribe to our channel. You'll get all sorts of updates whenever we put a video out. This is a partnership between myself and Tabletop Earl. And he should be back pretty soon, so be on the lookout for that. But until then, I hope you guys keep enjoying this tournament, the Tenacious Baseball League 2.0 playoffs. And until next time, I hope you keep rolling. Hope you keep having a good time. And be safe out there during the holiday season here as we head towards the new year. I hope you all, again, had a great Christmas, and see you next time on, it'll be with Toronto and the Padres on Tabletop Baseball Plus. Thanks a lot. And God bless.